Thousands of years, humans controlled light using fire. If you could see the flame, you understood it. But in the early 1900s, a terrifying new force arrived. Because electricity was completely invisible, a bizarre wave of public paranoia swept the globe. People genuinely believed that if a socket was left open, toxic electricity would leak out like gas and poison the entire family while they slept peacefully in their beds. Turning on a light switch didn't feel like a luxury. It felt like playing roulette with a ghost. The fear was so intense that early hotels had to bolt warning signs directly onto the walls, explicitly pleading with travelers not to use matches to light the light bulbs. But this public panic wasn't just accidental. It was actively weaponized by corporate giants. Thomas Edison started a massive smear campaign to convince the public that his rival system, Nikola Tesla's alternating current, was a lethal weapon that would kill you instantly. To prove his point, Edison's team helped invent a terrifying new device, the electric chair. This fear wasn't just corporate propaganda. Early electrical infrastructure was genuinely lethal. Major cities were choked by thousands of overhead wires that had absolutely no safety insulation. During heavy winter blizzards or storms, these high-voltage lines would snap and fall directly into crowded streets. Pedestrians and horses were trapped in a deadly maze, electrocuted instantly if they stepped in the wrong spot. And inside the home, the danger wasn't much better. Early buildings relied on primitive knob and tube wiring. Bare, uninsulated copper lines ran directly through dry wooden frames, right behind the wallpaper. A single faulty connection could silently ignite a house from the inside out, while everyone slept. Humanity had brought a cosmic power into their living rooms, but they hadn't learned how to tame it. To survive the new century, the chaotic Wild West of energy desperately needed order. Engineers began wrapping dangerous bare copper in thick, heavy layers of vulcanized rubber. Cities took the terrifying webs of overhead wires and buried them safely beneath the concrete. The invention of the safety fuse meant a power surge would safely cut the current, rather than ignite a home. The turning point came when massive public exhibitions showed the world what safe electricity looked like. Instead of a harsh, blinding nightmare, people saw a beautiful, reliable glow. Safer grids completely transformed global industry, replacing dangerous steam belts with quiet electric motors. Almost overnight, the terrifying phantom in the walls became a standard household comfort. With safety grids finally secured, corporations realized they could sell more than just light. They invented devices to take over the most brutal, exhausting household chores. Devices like the early vacuum cleaner, which looked more like a noisy mechanical monster, completely flipped domestic life upside down, saving families hundreds of hours of manual labor. Bright, colorful advertisements flooded newspapers, rebranding electricity as the ultimate symbol of wealth and status. The invisible current soon spilled back out onto the streets, transforming the midnight sky into broad daylight. A generation that was once completely terrified of a single wall switch was now fully plugged into a brand new, automated industrial world. Safe power grids expanded aggressively across continents, scaling over mountains and bridging vast cities together. Within a single century, humanity completely conquered the dark, illuminating the entire planet from space. Every modern microchip, glowing smartphone, and towering neon skyline owes its existence to the invisible force we once feared. We brought a cosmic power into our living rooms, and we ultimately used it to build the modern world.